What's up, everybody? My name is Scott Waters. Welcome to the Lights Metal. It's time for a big edition of the mail. That's right, time for the mail. And when I say a big edition of, I'm not kidding. This box just came from Canada. I haven't even cracked the tape on it, so I'm going to do that right now while I'm wasting some time here and talking. But this box came from Greg the Egg, otherwise known as Blackmore Rules on YouTube. I will put a link to his channel below. If you guys have watched my channel for any number of weeks, you know who Greg the Egg is because he sends me boxes all the time, and I send him boxes all the time. And I actually have a big one right behind me. Not quite as big as this one, but pretty close. That'll be going out to him after I get a couple things in the mail. So anyhow, let's get right into this. See what's in this box. I'm going to have to put it on the floor because it's way too big to sit on my lap here. And it's also heavy. Okay. Right on top, we've got a wonderful Pittsburgh Penguins hoodie, which, if it's the right size, will be my wife's because I do not like the Penguins, and neither does he, but he knows that my wife's a Penguins fan, so therefore, yeah, if she doesn't wear it, if she doesn't want it, my daughter will also wear it, because my daughter's just a hockey fan in general. She is pretty much a Kings fan, but she'll wear any hockey stuff. So, all right, so let's see what we got in here. It looks like we have a Jimi Hendrix banner. That's really cool. Looks like it's I don't know, maybe a 24 by 24 inch Hendrix banner. Very cool. I might find room for that on the ceiling over there. I have other banners up there. They're all bigger ones, like 5 foot by 5 foot banners. I got Rainbow, Ted Nugent, Weekend Warriors, Aerosmith, Toys in the Attic up there. So, all right, what else we got in there? Oh, another banner. Oh, this one's really cool. Oh, I dropped something. A Motorhead banner. Snaggletooth on there. Fantastic. Love Motorhead. I don't know, man. Maybe I might put the Motorhead one up instead of the Hendrix one. I don't know. Hard to say. I love both those bands so much. All right. And then up next we have a team flag. Oh, this is one of those capes. He had sent me one of these last time, and my grandson snapped it up. He actually here the day I opened the box up, and he still has it in his room. So very cool. I might give this to my other. Actually, I have 3 grandkids now who play hockey. My son's, all 3 of his kids now play hockey, including his middle daughter, which is really cool. All right, get out of my box. Get out of my box. My puppy is in the box. Come here. Come here, Abby Cadabby. Come say hi to everybody. This is Abby Cadabby. And sometimes I call her Abby Destructo. She's just a little over a year old now. And she likes to eat anything that's paper laying around. So toilet paper, she can get it off the roll. She'll steal things out of the trash. She just likes to just tear things up. She doesn't actually eat them. She just tears them apart. Dog beds, shoes, shoe inserts. Don't you? But you're a good girl. Yeah, I love you. Okay, enough of that. All right, so now we got some cassette tapes. All right, what do we got here? A tribute to Liberace. That's funny. He always sends me stuff that he knows will make me laugh, and that's definitely what that is. And I think I still do. Here it is. I have this heavy Liberace book that he sent me in a past package, and it's actually been sitting here for months. And I have piles of records behind me that these are ones that I'm like either going to be reviewing on my site or on my channel or stuff like that. But I have this book just leaning against the records because it kind of keeps them from moving forward because it's such a heavy book. So, so I am actually using the Liberace book, even if it's not what it was intended for. Ooh, nice Pat Travers. Go For What You Know Live. Freaking fantastic album. Pat Travers, Heat in the Street. Absolutely one of my favorite Pat Travers albums. Another one of those just great guitar players. He is from Canada as well, as is Greg the Egg. And then, oh, this is the first self-titled Pat Travers album, also on cassette. Polydor Records, very cool. All Canadian pressings. Honeymoon Suite. These guys were really popular in the 80s, kind of had an AOR sound. They weren't really heavy or hard rocking, but they were just a solid rock band. And then finally, this is Red Rider Neruda. Let's see here. Lights in the Tunnel, Power, human race can't turn back. Napoleon shields his skin, walking the fine line. Winners take all. Sights on you, and crack the sky, and work out. Super dynamic range. Very cool. I know who Red Rider is. I'm not uber familiar with them. They were kind of more of a rock band. They had a few big rock radio hits that still are on the radio to this day. But anyhow, cool stuff. Very cool. Love this kind of stuff. All right, then there seems to be a book under here. Bang Your Head, Feel the Noise, The Quiet Riot Story by Greg Prado. Quiet Riot Story. And it looks like it's going to focus. I'm curious if there's any photos in here. Let's see here. There are some photos. These are... I recognize some of these photos. Colleen Brocken, who's a friend of mine. These are Colleen's photos. She took a lot of them early on. Looks like all these photos are Colleen's. Very nice. Gosh, wish they would have let me scan them and clean them up for them, because they're like this one here. That's a great photo, but it just didn't transfer real well into black and white. And it's not because it's not a good photo. It's a fantastic photo. It just needed to be a little adjusted. Actually, all these photos could have stood for a little more adjustment, a little more contrast. See, this one here looks pretty good because it's got plenty of contrast. Well, this one here looks a little washed out because it needs a little more contrast. Oddly enough, this photo here, I got a color version of it, an original print that Colleen sent me that was hanging on my office wall for years. I've taken it down recently because I change stuff out all the time and I put new stuff up. But anyhow, very cool that... All right, there's some of this stuff isn't Colleen's. There's some more. But still really cool. Quiet Riot photos. I'm looking forward to checking this book out by Greg Prado. All right, what else is in this box? Looks like a ton of t-shirts. Oh, here we go. I got my Halloween costume. I don't have to go buy a Halloween costume now because I've got my cow costume. See? Obviously, I can't put it on right now. It's even got the udders on it, so... How's that? There. Okay, what else we got in here? Oh, the Powerpuff Girls. Oh, so I might as well just put everything on here, right? Just go total Halloween here. Yeah, that'll be going to one of my grandkids. Thanks, Greg. That's funny. All right, what else we got here? Looks like we got a few records in here. Let's see. These are 7-inch records. This is Moon Voices and Let's Let Go the Line by Max Webster. Max Webster, great proggy hard rock band. This is making me hot. Great proggy hard rock band with Kim Mitchell being the main, what do you call it, the main man in the band, guitar player who went on to have a solo career, had a big hit with Go for a Soda. But yeah, very cool one. It is in the wrong sleeve, but I have a sleeve for that one. Ooh, this one's cool. This looks like a, it looks like, yeah, it is. It is a Canadian pressing of Aerosmith. Dude looks like a lady with Samaraya on the back. Ooh, got them Donny Osmond. Time to Ride with Go Away Little Girl. Grand Funk Railroad. We're an American band. Love that song. Cool little picture sleeve. This is Nazareth. I Want to Do Everything for You. And... oh, this is a promo version with the stereo and the mono mix. It's in a white sleeve, which probably was the original sleeve. And it has not for airplay written on it for some reason. K-Jazz Radio, January of '77. So kind of interesting. I wonder if this is a Canadian pressing as well. This is a Canadian pressing. That's very cool. This is the Sweets in the original RCA sleeve with Hellraiser, freaking great song, Hellraiser, and Burning. Grand Funk, The Locomotion. If I can get it. It's somehow stuck. There it goes. Grand Funk and Destitute and Lost. Status Quo, Joanne, and Caroline, Status Quo. On this looks like a UK pressing on the Vertigo label. And then we've got Paradise Skies by Max Webster on the Anthem label, 1979, backed with In Context of the Moon. And then finally, Singing Canaries, La Polama, and Blue Danube, the Blue Danube Waltz. Very cool. All right, what else is in here? Looks like we got some. Oh, hang on, there's something on top. Ah, Boston Mini Sticks. So inside this little thing, the zipper, the little case, there's hockey sticks in here. And we've got the Vancouver Canucks. This is the Toronto Maple Leafs. Crosby 87, obviously of the Penguins, and also 87 Crosby of the Penguins. This is yeah, the two plastic sticks. I think all these are, yeah, they're all plastic sticks, and they all have like holes in them so they can be hung up on the wall. And if you didn't know, Vancouver Canucks, that's Greg's team. He also roots and cheers for the Flyers. I cheer for the Kings and the Flyers. And honestly, I also kind of, because of Greg, I kind of root for the Canucks as well when it comes to any of the Canadian teams, because I don't hate the Canucks like I hate the Penguins. And also not a big fan of Anaheim Ducks. So, all right, let's move this over here. Looks like we got another T-shirt. Another T-shirt. All right, what is this T-shirt here? Inside Out. It's a Spinal Tap shirt. None more block. Yeah. Oh no, this is an Iron Maiden T-shirt. Oh, this is made in Vancouver. Yeti Lives. It's like a Vancouver Iron Maiden mix shirt with Eddie being a Yeti, an abominable snowman. Don't waste your time searching for those wasted years. Don't waste your time always searching for those wasted years. Alright, and then there's another T-shirt which is also Inside Out and None More Black. If you don't understand the reference to None More Black, it's from the This Is Spinal Tap movie, the very first one. Oh, okay. I did know this one because he asked me about this. Do you like this band? Yes, I do. Power metal band, Sabaton, and a tour shirt from 2019. That's pretty cool. Pretty epic shirt. Very cool. I've never got to see Sabaton live, though, but I do like them, and I do own some of their vinyl. All right, then we've got some stickers. These are or very large tattoos, one of the thing, for the LA Kings, the old school LA Kings logo. I'm gonna have to give one of those to Rob Whitlock, the bass player from Ultimatum, who's a huge. He's actually the one that helped me become a Kings fan back, because I was into hockey when I was a kid. I grew up in the East Coast on New Jersey, and I was a huge Philadelphia fan, whether it be baseball, football, hockey, and I got into music at a young age, and I kind of like sports just became like second to me. I was just into, all I wanted to do was listen to music and draw. That was me as a kid. But after I got married, had kids, we started going to hockey games to see a local team, and I really got back into hockey again. Instantly picked up the Flyers again and started following the Flyers. But Rob, who went to the games too, was a huge Kings fan, so I was following the Kings. And there's a lot of crossover between the Flyers and the Kings. And anyhow, so I follow both religiously. The only time I really don't like watching is when the Flyers play the Kings, and when they do, I hope for a tie, and then both get a point, and then somebody gets the extra point. So that's kind of how I am with hockey. So, all right, now there looks like some vinyl in here. It looks like there's another. Whew, that's cold. Another jersey on the bottom, but this is Dynamic Karate as seen on TV. There you go. So get to learn some karate. Oh, the Stampeders. This band's fantastic. Classic rock, kind of southern, vibe to them. This one looks really clean. There's a picture of the band in the back. I believe this was late 70s. See if there's a date on here. 1977. Yeah, this is actually a really good album, and I believe Greg sent me a copy of this before, which is how I know the band. But this copy looks really clean compared to the one that I have, so very cool. I love this band too. Prism. This is a I don't know, prog light kind of band, along the lines of like maybe Styx or Stars or maybe even Angel, kind of in that area. But when I say Styx, I'm not talking about the late 80s stuff. I'm talking more like the 70s kind of stuff. This is The Cult. It's an interview disc of The Cult. I don't think I've ever heard this or seen this before, so that's kind of interesting. I do have a few interview discs from here or there. Yes, this is awesome. This is Back on the Streets, Saxon. It's a remixed version. It's called the Club Mix, which is curious. But it's also got Live Fast, Die Young, and the 7-inch version of Back on the Streets on the B-side. Very cool. I love Saxon. I've got tons of Saxon vinyl on CD, cassette, excuse me, vinyl, 12-inch, 7-inch, but I didn't have this. So that's really cool that he actually picked that one up for me. Oh, this is great, too. This is fantastic. This is Evil Survives, Metal Vengeance. Great, new wave of thrash metal stuff. And I have some Evil Survives. Didn't have this one, so very cool. I think he sneaks into my room at night and checks and sees what I have. Oh, man, this is great, too. This is a bootleg of the Yardbirds. Anyone can play. It's fun. And it features I'm a Man, Over, Under, Sideways, Down, Little Games, My Baby, excuse me, Dust My Blues, The Stars, The Sun Shining, Rock My Mind, Boom Boom, Honey in Your Highs, Train Kept a Rollin', Too Much. Looks like Love Me Like I Love You, and Keith Red Interview. It's really small type, and it's that little itty bitty pink type right there on that black. Really hard to read, especially, I don't know, the lighting here. I got these lights on either side of me, and I don't know if you can kind of catch the ring light if I do this, but it kind of blinds me, I mean, I can see you and the camera really easily, but I just cannot see this small type when all these lights are on me like this. It kind of like makes everything, because everything coming this way is lit, so everything this way is dark, so it's kind of hard for me to see. That's why I'm constantly doing this, trying to get it into the light. But this is fantastic as well. This is the Last in Line picture disc, Record Store Day release. It is a 12-inch single with the Last in Line live, We Rock, and Egypt's The Chains Are On live. Very cool picture disc. I didn't own this as well. Man, this is a vinyl haul here, and I am blown away by how cool this is. Oh, this is awesome as well. And this is Postcard. Excuse me. Postcard from Germany, Coney Hatch Live. This was a Record Store Day release that was released on Record Store Day in Canada, but it wasn't released here that I'm aware of. But I don't have this one either, so man, he's just batting 1,000 here. And then finally we have Doggy Daddy and Augie Doggy, The Story of Pinocchio. Augie Doggy. I haven't heard that name in a long time, but I used to watch that cartoon back in the day. Gosh, I can't remember which cartoon company used to put that out, but in any case, it's obviously a joke record. It's actually not that bad a condition. It's just a little dirty. Okay, and then what do we have in here? All right, some 8 tracks, and it looks like there's another shirt on the bottom. All right, let's see what's on the. Let's see what we got 8-track wise here. So we've got Deep Purple Fireball, only one of the greatest albums of all time. Steppenwolf Live, killer live album. Yes, Kiss the Originals. And this looks like part 2 of the originals. Let's see if any of the other originals pop up in here. This is Ann Miller. And this would be This Way Is My Way. The Best of Cream. Alvin Lee, Pump Iron. I can honestly say I've never heard that album. April Wine, Stand Back. Uriah Heep. This is it's got a little thing on here. Insert this side up. It tells you where to actually insert it. But yeah, this is look at yourself. Styx, Equinox, great album. And finally, the Cars, first album. I'm also a big Cars fan. I know they're outside the metal hard rock range, but I listen to lots of different music. So, all right, finally, there is a couple of things in here. There's another flag or banner or something in here. What is this? Oh wow, this is huge. The Cincinnati Mighty Ducks. This thing is huge. I don't know. Obviously, I can't show you the whole thing. It's huge. But there's that, and then there's this beauty right here. Like I said, not a Ducks fan, but oh, Getzlaff. Look at that. Jersey. Getzlaff, number 15. That's really nice, man. And I'm curious to see if it's a... So this is a fan jersey. Oh, that's a really nice one. And the reason you know it's a fan jersey, not a game jersey, is it doesn't have the butt strap on the inside of it. So there's no butt strap inside of it. There would be this like strap right here where the straps to their uniforms. So anyhow, that's the package, man. That was an incredible package. The vinyl alone blew me away, but yeah, there was some great stuff in there. So anyhow, that's it. I appreciate y'all watching. Leave a message, comment below. God bless. Stay strong.